This is Mark Bell from SuperTraining.tv, Super Training Gym, the strongest gym in the West, and this is Cooking with Mark Bell. Just wanted to share a couple quick tips for you guys this morning. I'm cooking up some chicken. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning. I just ate some breakfast, and now I'm cooking up some chicken for later today. Let's see if we can get that. This is a really easy way to cook chicken, just to boil it. I know it doesn't look appetizing. Looks actually pretty disgusting. You can boil any type of chicken, whether it's chicken breast, boneless, skinless chicken breast, or whether it's has the bone on it or not. Doesn't really matter. But this is boneless, skinless chicken breast. This is the way I like to cook it up. It's the easiest way. Normally I have a lot more chicken in there. Get a couple pounds of it, just throw it in a pot, boil it up, and it always comes out pretty much the same way out of there. And chicken is always, to me, gross, bland, and so on. And so I usually add some stuff to it. Get yourself a rice cooker. See the rice cooker here. Get yourself a rice cooker. First of all, if you're a fan of rice. But I eat rice nearly with 2 or 3 times a day, probably, with most meals. So get yourself a rice cooker. It cooks rice for you in about 30 minutes or so. 20 minutes, depending on the type of rice. I personally like sushi rice or jasmine rice. There's tons of different kinds of rice out there, so you can look into whatever type of rice you want. I don't think it matters, all this brown rice, white rice debate. Who really gives a flying fuck? I don't think it matters too much. Don't worry about it. So then I end up making up a giant thing of rice, which looks like yay. End up making up a giant thing of chicken, which looks like yay. And then I mix some stuff in there. I'm a big fan of, well, it's buried in there now, but I guess I don't have to show you. But I'm a big fan of salsa. Also, this ends up on nearly every meal. Can you guess what it is? Kabing! Frank's Red Hot, bitch! That stuff is amazing. And then if you're super lazy and you don't want to cook, you hate cooking, and you hate the taste of your healthy meals, then you can just hire a company to cook some food for you. You can see these meals here from a company called superfoodsinmotion.com. I'm sure there's some other companies as well, but superfoodsinmotion.com is a company that's local here in Sacramento, and I've been fortunate enough to hook up with them and be able to have them cook me up some meals. And the macro portions end up working out pretty good. Something that I do very often is I'll take egg whites, as you've seen in previous videos, egg whites, which are right here, kablam. I'll add egg whites to meals to augment the meal, to make it have more protein on occasion. So it can even be chicken and rice. I'll just add a little eggs to it, maybe even a little bit of cheese. Not too much, because the cheese raises the fat content too much. And when you're eating carbs, it's not a great idea to eat large amounts of fat with your carbs. And so that's something I'll do to kind of augment the meal. I'll also ingest whey protein. I use Synth6 from BSN. I'll have a scoop or 2 of that. That'll give me an extra 30 to 40 or 30 to 50 grams of, or 30 to 60 grams. Sorry, 30 to 60 grams of protein. I'm also using this nowadays, some almond milk. It's got a little bit of carbs in it, especially the vanilla one. Sometimes I'll use the unflavored one, just because I can't drink milk. Milk makes me blow it out my ass, works worse than a Starbucks coffee, and so I'd rather not do that. Rather not shart myself all day. And so I'll go with a little bit of almond milk. Sometimes I'll buy the unsweetened one where it's mixed with coconut milk as well, and that one's pretty good. Or I'll go with the vanilla one here, mix it with whey protein and stuff like that. But I really miss the fact that I can't drink milk. I used to be able to drink it as a kid, and then for some reason as I got older, I started dieting and avoiding carbohydrates and sugars and junk, basically. Then I developed an allergy towards it, so I don't drink it anymore. So there's some of your nutritional tips for the day. That's Cooking with Mark Bell. Strength is never weakness. And that is it from supertraining.tv.